Hey everyone, this is Kara from Prairie Bloom Pottery, and I'm gonna do not a kiln mug because I don't have a kiln. I would love a kiln, but I don't really have a spot for a kiln. And anyway, but I do work with our local art center, and we have a studio time, so you can produce things. I also have a wheel at home, and then all of my things I take there for firing, glazing. And then I get them back and it's like glaze Christmas. I love it. Kiln Christmas. So anyway, I'll show you a couple of my recent things that I got out of the kiln. They typically fire at 5.5, cone 5.5. So that's what all of these are at, plus or minus a little bit, I guess. So there's some really great ones and there is one big fail. So we'll see that in just a second. But yeah, let's get into it. So I tried out the new Spectrum glazes and I'm super excited about them. I really like them a lot. The first attempt, and if you saw my YouTube short, you would know how much they ran. I did 3 coats and did them in layers, kind of like this, just to see like how do they interact together, what do they look like alone. I barely overlapped them, just a tiny bit, and they ran clear off. They were wine cups. They ran clear off the wine cups. I had to grind them all. Kind of a bummer, but you know, that happens. That's what happens when you test things out. So anyway, this one was a recreation from that. And this time I only did 2 coats so that hopefully it didn't run. And you know what? It's perfect. It didn't run at all. Well, I shouldn't say that. It ran, but not off the bottom of the cup. So this is shallot, 2 coats of that. This is tiger eye, 2 coats of that. And this is tapenade. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but 2 coats of that. And I really like this one. It's kind of like perfect for fall. Look at it. It's got a lot of like brown in here, like that dark brown. And then it's kind of like a grayish brown. I really like how it interacted with the tiger eye up here. So I'm super happy with that. I'm very excited. This is also tapenade. Sorry, I'm saying that wrong. But oh my gosh, I love it. It looks so cool. And I believe that's a little bit of the shallot on the top that floated down. So yeah, very happy with this one. Then we'll have this one, little picture. And I did on this one, 1 coat of honey flux, 1 coat of river birch all over and on the inside. And then I did 2 coats of textured turquoise here. You see that? 1 thin coat, excuse me, 1 thin coat of Junebug, which made that pretty purple. I love Junebug for that. If you put it on too thick, it turns green. But on the flux with a really thin coat, it's perfect. It turns into this beautiful purple color. And then up here is Midnight Rain from Mayco. And then over all of that, I put 1 more coat of river birch. And I tried to like taper it off so that it wasn't, you know, too much on the bottom and make it run off the bottom. So it's a little thinner on the bottom, you can see. But overall, really happy with this. Turned out really pretty. I love the handle. All the colors kind of melting together. It's so pretty. Anyway, okay. This one was a refire. After 4th of July, I decided I was gonna make a 4th of July wine cup, and it turned out not great. This is an improvement. I still don't know if it's my favorite. So what I did is I put snow up to about here and down. First I put, what's the name of that one? Deep Sea. I put Deep Sea, which is an Amaco Celadon, on the bottom. Several coats, like I think I put 5 on there. And then I put like 3 coats of snow in the middle and on the bottom, and then a couple more coats of snow. And then I did a Mayco Stroke and Coat. This is Ruby Slippers. And then over the Ruby Slippers, I put 1 coat of of flux, Mayco light flux. And it didn't do much. It just kind of like sat there. This turned, I was hoping to get the like oil spot effect that you sometimes get with snow, and it sort of happened a little bit. So anyway, I added a coat of Bougainvillea, which is one of the new Spectrum glazes, on top of the Ruby Slippers. And I added a coat of Morning Glory, which is another Spectrum, one of the new Spectrum floating glazes on this. And it's better. It's not perfect, but it's kind of cool. I don't know. It's just snow on the inside. Okay, let me show you my failure. So I bought the new Mayco Opal Luster. It did not go well. I tried it on a mug, and I should have brought that one up to show, but it was terrible. It bubbled terrible. I refired it, and it made it worse. And I contacted Mayco because I knew that they were having some problems with that glaze specifically coming out, but they were like, nope, that's not the right lot for having issues. That one's fine. It's a different lot that was having issues. I don't know if they have it figured out yet. I've never had that type of pinholing or bubbling with glaze. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try it again. I'd added a little tiny bit of flux to the top of that one, and the areas where the flux was at didn't really bubble too much. So I was like, well, I'll test it. So I had this little tester that I used, and I tried it out, and it works really good, and it looks really pretty. It was kind of like this ochre color, very fallish, very, I know it's not quite fall yet, but always thinking ahead because pottery takes forever. But so I tried it, and I made this bowl, put it on. I put 2 coats of Mayco light flux on the inside and outside, and then I put just a little bit at the top, the Opal Luster, just 1 coat, and on the inside too. And then I put a little bit down at the bottom here. And when I got it out, there weren't any pinholes, but this area here had, I mean, you can still kind of see it. It's like this, I don't know, crystallization, matte crystallization at the bottom. And I was like, well, I don't really want that. So I'm like, well, I'll try, one of the studio tricks that they say is, if you don't like something, put lustrous jade on it and it'll turn out great. So I decided to do that. And actually, this is not a complete fail, because the area that I put the lustrous jade on, I love it. So it's like, that's this beautiful green color. It came out very smooth and nice. Still a little bit of the crystallization or whatever was happening there on there, but overall it turned out great. The second time around, all this pinholing, it's terrible, or bubbling, or whatever you want to call it. It's sharp. I mean, this is junk. I'm gonna have to just smash this one. It happened on the inside too, in the areas that had that opal luster. So I don't know, that paint, it might just go in the trash. I'm not sure. I don't think I want to waste another piece. Yeah, I don't even know if I want to waste another test piece or another, you know, I don't want to waste anything on it, I'll be honest. It looked so great, and I was so happy for it to come out. And I was so disappointed when I got the results, and it just ruined my pieces. So, you know, maybe at some point I'll try. The one thing that the Mayco person did suggest was to try different layers of coats. So like on your tester, put 1 coat, 2 coat, 3 coats, and see what happens. I haven't done that. So maybe I'll do that in the future. Okay, and then the next 2, I tried the frozen pond technique. So I thought it'd be cute to do hearts, and they kind of like spread out, but I have an idea, and I might try it on something else, on how to make it so that it doesn't quite get squished like that. So we'll see. But obsidian ×3, 2 coats of fairy rose, I believe, and then the hot running chowder. So I thought that was pretty cool. came out neat. I was happy with it. Very smooth. I didn't know what to expect from the hot running chowder, but there's no like bumps between really, or if they are, they're very, very slight. And then this was the second one I did, which was the more traditional frozen pond technique, which I don't remember. I'm sorry, I don't remember who the original person was that came up with this. I've seen a lot of people doing it, so I was like, I'll try it out and test it and see what it came out like. But I really like it, so I'll probably do it again. But 3 times obsidian, 2 times textured turquoise, and then dots of the hot running chowder. And I kind of just drew them on. I put it in a little squeeze bottle. I drew them on in the different spots, and then once those dried, I put a little bit more on the top. So yeah, it worked out really great. I really like that one. So thank you for watching my first glaze Christmas or kiln Christmas video, and I hope you liked some of the stuff or got some good ideas for things to do. Until next time, thank you.